Mariners beat the Guardians. Mariners batted through the lineup in the bottom of the seventh, which was really awesome. Unfortunately, Julio was the last out, but Julio played really well. I was just hoping that Julio could get a home run there, get a couple of RBIs. Julio has almost a 400 batting average in the month of June, which is pretty epic. It was two home runs given up by Luis Castillo back to back. Among the four hits the Guardians had, it was a Nolan Jones solo homer and then a Stephen Kwan solo homer. And then Rowdy Tellez homered to cut the lead in half. Then JP homered. And then just the bottom of the seventh, everything went great. Bottom of the seventh, Randy singled to left field, and that scored. Um, Cal Raleigh moved Jorge Polanco to third. Then Dom Canzone singled, and it scored Jorge and Randy. Then Cole Young came up and got his second career double and scored Dom Canzone, moved Ben Williamson over to third. And then, like I said, unfortunately, Julio was that third out. Then at the bottom of the eighth, Jorge Polanco got his 11th home run of the season and his first home run batting right-handed. Remember, Jorge Polanco is a right-handed and left-handed hitter. He hits from both sides of the plate. And unfortunately, for a while, he was not able to hit from the right side due to the injury that he had. Overall, Mariners did walk three, so the Guardians had seven base runners. Mariners had 16 hits and four walks, so 20 base runners, and we only struck out three times, and it was from Polanco, Rowdy Tellez, and Dom Canzone. Okay, Randy Arozarena not striking out is actually quite astonishing. J.P. Crawford was on base three times. Julio on base twice. Cal on base twice with two walks. He didn't get a hit today, but he was on base twice and he scored a run. Jorge Polanco, a couple of hits, an RBI, and two runs. Randy, a couple of hits. Rowdy Tellez was 2 for 5. Dom Canzone was 2 for 5. Ben Williamson was 2 for 4. Cole Young was 1 for 4. And honestly, Cole Young being 1 for 4 is not bad at all. Um, Overall, the Mariners played a lot better today than they had played for the entirety of the last week when we went 4 for 41 with runners in scoring position during that last series, which was really bad. I just want you to know that 4 for 41 is almost worst all time, and it's not good, and it was bad. Today, with runners in scoring position, I think we were pretty good. Guardians were 0 for 3. We were actually 4 for 17 and left 13 on base. 4 for 17 with runners in scoring position. So if you add that to the 4 for 41, that's 8 for 56. 58. 8 for the last 58 times we had runners in the scoring position. Cal did have a throwing error. I must have been in the bathroom. I didn't see it. We turned a couple of double plays, Young to Crawford to Tellez, and then Tellez Crawford to Tellez, which was awesome. Um, Luis Castillo, three hits, two runs, both of them earned walk, three struck out, seven. Unfortunately, both home runs. Vargas had the other strikeout for the Mariners. Matt Brash came in, still has a pristine ERA, gave up one hit, and then Bizardo came in and did not give up anything in last inning, which was awesome. He unfortunately does not get credited with the save because we had a 5-run lead. Vargas gets credited with the win. Castillo gets a no decision. Same with the Guardians starting pitcher William, who actually got knocked out in the fourth on 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned and 3 walks with only one strikeout. I don't know why the Guardians used 4 relief pitchers. That seems really weird. Game took 2 hours and 42 minutes. It was in Seattle. There wasn't much going on in terms of umpire stuff. Um, at one point, one of their pitchers, I think it was Smith, took a line drive off the brim of his cap. I'm not sharing the video. It was pretty bad. But he was okay. He got right up because he took it off the brim of his cap, but everybody thought it was off his forehead. Overall, much better bounce back. The problems with runners in scoring position are still there. We put it together for an inning, and that was enough to win the game because of our strong starting rotation and bullpen. Those things work when they're working. If you don't make this a common thing, it's not going to be sustainable, and the Mariners are going to have to learn that. But Polanco being able to hit and hit from the right side and do much better is actually a good sign. Julio's high batting average is a good sign. Cole Young starting to see major league hitting is a good sign. Um, Ben Williamson still having a 260 average is real good. Rowdy Tellez up to 214 with another homer. Randy Rosarena with a couple of hits and didn't strike out. Julio, 2 for 5. JP on base 3 times. Should have been four. There was that one little robbery for him, but man, what a good game. We got two more against the Guardians before three against the Red Sox at home. So let's see if we can keep this up.
And again, thank you for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. What? TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, thetrapezoidtalks5436 at gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send an email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.